Yeah, good morning guys. Welcome to day 3 of week 9 of the Guildford City Fitness live stream. Thanks for joining in live. Hope you had a good day yesterday. Weather really seems to be on our side at the minute. We may as well make the most of that while we can. Make sure your warm-up area is clear and you've got a drink ready to hand. Today's warm-up is Simon Says, but you've also got an aerobic element. I've changed the days around to make it a bit more challenging at the middle, so you don't feel like you're going to fall apart at the end of the week quite so much. So you've got a bit of bean game later on as well. We're going to go into the iron-based warm-up, though. Starts with dorsal press and sit back. So go through that. Just for today, start changing your hand position as you go through. So plant your palms and then just turn your thumb up as you sit back.
So, morning from Harry. Always first comment, Harry.
Good morning to you, Harry.
Morning, Jordan from Yash. Morning from Danny and Sophia.
Hope you're feeling very awake right now, Yash, Danny and Sophia.
Morning from B and morning from Pranas.
How you doing, B and Pranas?
Morning from Tom and Manon.
I hope you're glad to be here as well, guys. Yeah, so I don't know, just messing around. Move your hands out, turn your thumbs up as you sit back. Start to feel it a little bit differently. Let me know what you think. Then you're into reverse lunge and rotate. So everyone should be getting pretty good at these now. So it's not the same as Spider-Man lunge. You go backwards, put your opposite arm to opposite knee on the outside, and then rotate up.
Morning from
Stand up
Kira
again.
and Zach.
How are you, Kira and Zach?
Grace and Eleanor.
Are they all commenting in twos, or are you breaking it up into
I'm
twos?
breaking it up into twos because you're
Good looking at Cobe.
Yeah.
Well, Grace and Ellen, I'm glad to have you here. Another thing to try out, maybe, lead with your elbow. So when you rotate round, if you go up with your elbow instead of your hand, you might feel you get a bit more pull, a bit more stretch between your shoulder blades. Then you go into walkouts and then leg swings. I even put on the better shorts for you this morning so that I don't have like low swing. Okay, so 6 walkouts.
Morning from Sam. Morning from Manon and Nugget.
Sam, Manon and Nugget, what a pairing that is. Again, no, I think Squeak found the videos too boring, so she doesn't wake up anymore.
Morning from Edith, Nancy and Luke. Can you cope with 3?
I think, yeah, for the sake of Edith, Manon and Luke.
No,
Edith.
Edith, Nancy
And
and Luke.
Luke. Oh, sorry, Nancy. Okay, then leg swings. So forward, backwards, and then side to side on the same leg.
Ella and Scarlett and Lara Stone.
Side to side. Ella Scarlett, Emma Stone. Was it Laura Stone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Side to side, keep your hips flush. If you can, try and keep your foot flat on the floor when you do your forward swings. But again, try and keep that lower part of your back flat. So you can round a little bit, but you don't want to be rounding here. Otherwise, all that time you spent trying to do Superman has been wasted. Okay, and then side to side. And same with this one, just try and stay off your foot if you can help it. If you don't feel the stretch, go for it. But if you look at the difference you get, flat foot compared to tiptoe, you're fooling yourself.
Tegan says, morning again. Now I understand why you're so exhausted when it comes to this session. Tegan, P.S. My dad is going to have a go today.
I'm glad you see it that way, Tegan. It's not just that I'm useless. Then you go, I'm looking at the wrong one, IYTWs. So, head down on the cushion, 2 seconds out, 1 second in. Reaching with the bottom part of your shoulder blade. And same thing, change your hand position, turn your thumbs as you go, to see if it feels different for you.
Morning from Cara.
How you doing, Cara? So maybe do one round of it with your hands down, one round with your thumbs turned slightly, and then one round with your thumbs up to the ceiling. As you pull, and just see if that changes what your back feels. And then you've got some burpees. So there's 4 of those before we go into Simon Says. Yes, Simon Says.
Good morning from Phoebe
Phoebe Morgan.
Yeah, I couldn't speak. And Cooper, the golden retriever.
What I wouldn't give to have a dog of some description involved in these sessions. I think it'd be a nightmare in a room this size.
Well, I'm going to be dog sitting later, so we should just put them over now.
Yeah, we can bring pie over. That'll do. Simon Says, let's get going. And no beans. Save them for tomorrow. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Morning from Charlie. We had some technical difficulties, but I'm here now. I really can't speak today.
Okay, sit down. Remember, it's a burpee penalty for every mistake. Simon says sit down. Roll over. Simon says stand up. Simon says roll over. So sit down into log roll and stand up. Roll and then sprint. Simon says jump. Simon says jump again. Simon says sprint. Back to normal. Simon says star jump. Simon says star jump into sit, into stand, into squat. Stand, squat, and then relax. Don't know why, it always seems easier when, even if it's a combination, I find it easier when I pick it. Element of surprise. 2, 1, go.
Simon says frog stand.
Frog stand. Be a short one, it's meant to be a warm up. Okay, any more?
No.
Simon says sprint. No more. Simon says star jump. Simon says double star jump. Simon says hop. Hop on the other leg. Jump. Simon says hop on the other leg. Simon says skater hops, so that's going to be hop side to side from one leg to the other.
Simon says jump up and down like a spring from Yash. Thank you, Yash. Simon says roll from Eleanor.
Okay, we'll finish off with the roll.
Can we do one more from me?
Better be easy, but yeah.
Simon says jelly bean. Did you see the roll of the eyes, guys?
Going with the C, I like C marks just because they're kind of dancey, but
Yeah.
no one does them.
I preferred your old jelly bean.
Where am I? What year is it? When's the session? So push-ups, pullovers and dips. So you're going to need a table for the dips, and then just your hands on the floor for the push-ups, and then a school bag, lots of stuff for your pullovers. Okay, I'll be ready. Again, if you need changes, let me know in the comments. I can talk you through it. So, 3, 2, 1, go. So if you're adding variety to the push-ups, the only thing I'd say is maybe avoid the narrow ones because you're doing dips in a second.
Rolls are problematic for 3 of us. I can imagine they are.
In the one house.
Yeah.
It's like that nursery rhyme. Like 3 in the bed.
Yeah, the little one said roll over. Oh, I've got that stuck in my
10
head.
seconds. Again, when I say narrow and wide and normal, it doesn't have to be like obvious like here and there. Just change it a tiny bit and then relax. And then pull over, grab your bag. 2, 1, go. So make sure with the pullover, it doesn't matter how heavy or light it is. Make sure if it's a bag, straps don't hit you in the face. Keep it controlled and try and pull your arms back with the muscle on the side of your back. So you're trying to use your lats. So when I pull this back, it's that muscle doing the pulling. And then last few seconds. Left side's complaining a little bit, so just go to the point where it feels weird and pause and then relax. And then dips. So grab your table. In 2, 1, go. To change it up, so you might have a day where you have your feet close and you want to do more repetitions. I think in 45 seconds, if you're doing somewhere around 12 to 15, that's a good tempo. So if you sit on the table and then just fire up and down, you don't get as much quality. So if you're just bouncing, like, get a lot more 1 second down, 1 second up. And push up as high as you can at the top. Relax. And that's it, round 1 done. Other options, I think you could do Electnas, you get 20-second rest. So with the pullovers, you can try and balance something on your feet. But I think then it becomes more of a core exercise than an upper body pulling. So just be aware of that. Try and keep all the effort here, all around the top of your body. 3, 2, 1, go. Back into push-ups. Same thing for these, you want to get about 12 repetitions. Have a good tempo. Control. Pause with your chest just off the floor at the bottom. Maybe do 3 of them. Move your hands out slightly. Spread your feet. If you're starting to struggle, have your feet wider, you get a bigger base of support so you can get more reps done. You have 15 seconds left. And stop. Then pullovers. Bear in mind, if you're smaller, it's a bit easier. So be generous to any of the older, bigger people. 2, 1, go. Ignoring my own advice again. So the last thing you want is to slowly lower that bag in, have the strap hit you in the eye. So just catch it. As long as you can. The further you can get that weight from your body, the harder it's going to be.
I can't lay on my back because I scraped it against the chair. Ooh.
Huh?
I can't lay on my back because I scraped it against a chair.
Ouch. Okay, relax. And then dips.
So what would they do rather than the Electnas?
Rather than what? The pullovers. Okay,
Yeah.
2, 1, go. Let's do bent over row. So you can do bent over row, single arm or double arm. If you're lucky, you've got a pull-up bar. You can do pull-ups, to be fair, but especially when you haven't got that in the living room, bent over row is going to be just fine. I think the main reason that I like pullovers at the minute is it's similar to what I said about the split squat hold and rotations yesterday. It's teaching your body how to use your lats more effectively because you can't lift your back up. So it's basically a back exercise that adds variety to your pulling. If you can't do it, just do some more of the pulling ones that you can do. And relax. So the last 20-second break, then we're on to round 3 of part 1. It's a really good question though. I've had so many. In fact, the more people think it's a silly question, the more it's actually a really good one. So, 2, 1, go. So the only silly question would be ask them what an exercise is 5 weeks into it being on the program, because it means you didn't ask it early enough. So people that are wondering, the wider you go with your hands, then you're always going to work your triceps, your chest and your shoulder muscles. The wider you go, the more of that total work is done by your chest, because you're getting your elbows away from your body. And relax. And the closer it is, the more you're going to use your triceps, which is why I've said don't worry about that for today, because you're doing dips anyway. Pullovers in 2, 1, go. So yeah, if you can't do a pullover, just go with either a single arm bent over row, or do a double. Just make sure the top of each one, you're pulling as hard as you can. So you're trying to get your elbows back behind you. But obviously if you're holding a bag, it's going to stop you. Switch arms if you were doing single. Everyone else, with pullovers, I'd maybe stick with double arm unless you've got something small and controllable. And relax. The 10 seconds off, and then you're into dips to finish off round 1. Like I tried to do a single arm with that bag, but you end up thinking about the balancing the bag more than the working your back. 2, 1, go. So some more safety points with the dips. Turn your hands out if you need to. If you feel that your wrists are pinching a bit, put them out to the side. So when you're thinking more about your muscles working than your joints clicking. The slower you go, the more time you're going to have. It's called time under tension. So the longer you're going to do more work. If you do a couple of reps that last 5-6 seconds, relax. Something like this. If you do 5 reps of 5 seconds, that's better for you than just knocking out lots of reps. So you 1 minute of break, and you go into aerobic conditioning. So you've got mountain climbers, lunge to high knee, and beam game. Nothing back related there. Again, if people have got other things they want to check out or ask, now's the time to do it. So make sure you've had a drink. You've got another 30 seconds of break. Let us know what else you've been doing. I think the weather's been so good recently. I can't imagine people have spent all day indoors. Get yourself ready, make sure you've had your drink. I've started sticking with incline mountain climbers because I think I last longer and I spend less time trying to stay awake. 2, 1, go. So just try and keep your shoulders over your wrists, keep your back straight, and keep your tempo the same. Especially because it's an aerobic session, you don't want to sprint hard to begin with and then stop halfway because you're tired. "15 seconds left. You have to have a strong core to hold your shoulders over.
I have been doing 3 runs a week from Manon.
So good, Manon. Relax. But that's what the older squads have been doing, so keep it up. It's really cool. Lunge to high knee. Cable out the way. 10 seconds gap. And 2, 1, go. So alternating, if that's what you need to do. Keep those knee recoveries explosive. You can maybe go double, See how that feels. If that feels okay, go for a triple. So 1, 2, 3, and then swap. And because time's short, I'm going to go back to singles. As long as you finish off on an even number on each side. Okay, and relax. And then bean game. So get comments ready. If you're not, I'll just fire them off. So 2, 1, and go. I'm starting with the super bean just to get people caught up. Do it on the spot. String bean, string bean. Baked bean, broad bean.
Jelly bean times 2.
Okay, go round the way.
Broad bean.
Broad bean. Okay, and relax. Round 1 down. So 20 seconds off, back into mountain climbers. Okay, so then I'm ready to go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
String bean. Oh no, you're not doing it now. You said go.
What gave it away?
Shut up. It's because another comment came through and you said go. See, I just like the bean game.
Well, I prefer it to mountain climbers. Just make sure if putting your hands on the side of the table helps. It's mainly your core muscles that will keep you forward, so if you start to get tired there, go into a high knee instead. Just make sure it's not the standard pre-fall high knee, it's an actual knee up to hip, like that. Sounds like a standing mountain climber. Relax. Lunge into high knee. 2, 1, go. Swap.
I've still got more beans coming through.
Curse that delay.
Yeah.
Just try and pick them based on who doesn't normally do them. So everyone gets a go. So if everyone's done loads of comments, it's fair representation. Alternating, just keep your work rate consistent. Okay, and last couple of reps. Relax. Bean game. So no more than 2 per person per round. Dami's going to read them out now. 2, 1, go.
So string bean, baked bean, string bean, runner bean, string bean, baked bean, broad bean, string bean, string bean, jelly bean.
Oh, it's going to be a march with arm swing. Okay. Was that a couple of people?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, string bean, jumping bean, jumping bean, jumping bean, baked bean.
Super bean.
Okay, stand up, super bean. Okay, and relax. I'll finish it on the next round. Might limit it to 1 super bean per person per week. Honour system, Demi won't remember them all, neither will I, but otherwise I may as well just say 6 super beans per warm up. Okay, so into round 3 then. In 2, 1, go.
Are you doing another round of bean game?
Well, we've got 3 rounds per part, so yeah.
Yeah, okay. Eleanor, do your one in the next round.
I need to finish off that super bean, then we'll go on with Eleanor's, because I don't want to seem like I'm fucking. Just control your breath, guys. Keep your work rate high. The point is you're meant to be sweating. Just trying your hardest to keep working. Keep your back flat. So if you're doing mountain climbers in your backgrounds, then you can stop for a little bit, catch a couple of breaths, and go back in. And relax. So you're conditioning your core and your hip flexors to work in the right way. Lunge and high knee in 2, 1, go. I'll be really impressed if someone can do 20 seconds on one and then match it. I'm sure a lot of you are. I'm just trying to make sure I can keep breathing while the video carries on. Okay, last 10 seconds. Okay, all those county keys of bang. Have that in your head on the knee recovery.
It makes me jump
and
every
relax.
time you clap.
Should be on poolside whenever Morgan and Cove are doing hamstring boots and they just go bang! Disturb everybody. It's because I told them to. But 3, 2, 1, go. So super bean, I've got to do broad bean, that, string bean, and I did the marching, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you've got baked bean from Eleanor.
Yep.
And then you've got double baked bean. You've got dead bean.
Dead bean.
Lying
In
on the
another
floor and cry.
20 seconds, so
No, nothing.
Jumping bean. Jumping bean, string bean, jumping bean, string bean, jumping bean, running bean, and dead bean. Ugh. Well done, guys. It's another one done. We're over the hump now. 3 sessions in the bank.
You've got dancing bean. I wonder who that could be from.
I wonder.
Legendary bean.
Could be an ABBA. We'll
That
do it to
is
ABBA,
cool.
and every time they say Dancing Queen, we'll do a Dancing Bean.
Yeah, that's such a good idea.
Right. Stretching time.
Legendary
Stretching
bean.
Huh?
Legendary bean.
Legendary Bean.
That's what you are.
That's what all of you are. I'm just a facilitator. Oh shoot. Stretch or roll. Stretch. So, practice that routine again. Ow! Right on the brick wall. So one leg into the other. So I'll try to angle it. It's better that you stay flat on. I'll try to angle it so I can show you how to go from one into the other. Okay, so then once you finish this quad one, shuffle your ankle forward and then lean. So now that I'm leaning forward, the stretch comes away from my quads. Because I'm trying to get my belly button down to the floor with a straight back. And I've got my knee and my hip bent. It feels more like a hamstring stretch from both ends. If you imagine having a rubber band, if you pull it from both ends evenly, it will get tighter than if you just pull one end, it will get further.
You got stretchy bean. Yep. It's now stretchy bean time.
Stretchy bean. So it's like,
Congratulations, Bean. Thank you from Scarlett and Michael. That could be the song, Dancing Bean. See, I know that you've written that so that I could sing it in the way, but I
come
don't
on,
really
Demi, do
think
your part.
No. Dancing
Flaky
bean,
bean.
baked and string. Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. See, I didn't need to sing it, you needed to.
Good
Thank
day,
you
though.
both for a great session.
Think about all the non-guilty people watching that won't know.
that won't know.
Some funny beans.
Think of all the non-Guildford people that would hear my terrible rendition of it.
Unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Angry react.
Thank you so much. That was a tough set. My dad found the bean game especially hard. It was quite funny.
Oh. You know what? If I just wrote something that was like, oh, burpees and, you know,
Yeah.
all that stuff, people would think that's a hard session. The amount of adults will look at it and go, children's warm-up.
Yeah.
I learned the hard way.
Thank you from Anon. Thank you, Jordan, so much from Harry.
You're welcome, Harry.
Thanks, Jordan and Demi, for a great session. Can't wait for the next one from Manon and Nugget. You're more than welcome, Manon and Nugget.
Confuse us even more by going with the normal hip stretch instead of pigeon. So it's all the same position.
Thank you, Demi, for being such an amazing camera lady as always, and thank you, Jordan, for doing these activities every day for us from Danny and Sophia. You're more than welcome.
Oh, I really do appreciate all the comments, guys. Me and Demi both.
Thank you for the session from Edith.
You're welcome, Edith.
Oh, Grace, you.
Just guys, remember, there's a difference between this and the quad one and the hamstring one. So if you look, I'm leaning forward here into my knee. There's this one, I'm pushing my hip in front of my other knee.
The second comment from Grace is, thank you so much from Grace. The first comment is more lyrics to the Dancing Bean song, including the woohoo part.
Grace, feel free to, we'll get you lot,
right.
to do a concert.
Dancing Bean,
Beanie.
baked and string during quarantine.
Lats? Yeah, lat stretch.
Thank you for the fantastic session from Luke. Thank you, Jordan, from Ella and Jack. Thank you both for a great session. This is my last day of my marathon in 10 days challenge. Oh, well done.
Wow.
That was from Cara.
How are you feeling from it, Cara? Switch sides. Remember, lean your hips towards your hands, push your ribs away, and then just move your elbow around.
Harry did another plank yesterday.
How did that go? Harry? Ooh.
They might not be able to hear you. Their eardrums might have burst from me attempting to sing that.
What? And then chest. Trusty table. New thing to think about. So
I've got stuck in my head now. Harry did 30 minutes.
wow, that's incredible. You look at book. You have a book. It's not a book one.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm dead. My route is very hilly and uneven, so I have hurt my ankle a fair few times from Cara. Ooh, not good.
As long as you can keep doing the jumpy bean stuff.
Yeah.
That would explain some of your comments if you're sat with your ankle up iced.
Yeah.
Super bean. Like, okay, if you're doing the chest one with the table, start trying to change how far you are from it. So if you're as far away as you can be, you'll probably feel more stretch up around your shoulder. And the closer you go with the twist, the more you'll start to feel it towards the middle of your body. Just keep changing those positions. If you don't feel the stretch, let me know. I like a challenge. But again, a lot of people, some people might say that I'm like over-educating this age group, but I think you've actually got a ton of potential. And the sooner you can learn all these little tricks, even if it's just a case of you remembering one time I ranted at you about these different stretches, it still just puts you in the right frame of mind to take care of your bodies when you need to. Because you'll have this massive toolkit of things you can do to look after yourself when you maybe haven't got the time to think about it.
Harry said, and 3 seconds, so it's 30 minutes and
What
3 seconds. Grace says, King Bean.
King Bean, who would that be?
You.
Do I get a crown and a cape? Can I get a Guildford cape with a bean on it? And we just wear it all the time.
Yeah.
In Landry, it can be part of the land training kit.
Thank you for the session, Jordan, from Phoebe and Morgan.
Yeah.
Thank you from Pranas. He did a 3-minute plank yesterday, not quite as much as Harry, but very proud. That is amazing. I can't even do like a 20-second plank.
You've all seen me try and do a 1-minute press-up plank. when I pull a joker, I've been so grateful not to have a joker for the last week or so. So it's acts like we're not blowing smoke. It's not like oh well done. It's like a genuine like how have they done that?
Yeah.
Keep coming in. Again, you don't have to share. I think some people maybe get embarrassed or feel like the results aren't worth sharing. And there's no part of any coach or any person at the club that would think that you've done a bad effort. Because for us, doing the work, wanting to do the work, and doing your absolute best is like a massive part of the club DNA.
And you've all got your own different strengths.
Exactly.
So you might not have the same plank score, but you might have a different run score from someone. So
Or maybe you're just funny. Like I'd settle for that.
Yeah.
I'd rather be funny than good planking, because that's what you're all meant to. That's what I've got you for. Like if when you have a good plank and I coach you, just like I help. most of it's just yourselves though. Anyway, people have to go away to school. So jump testing, keep a track of that. It's quite cool if you graph it. I don't know how many like nerdy graph picture people there are on the videos. But if you were to map it week by week and see what your scores do on a line graph, you'd be able to get an idea of like when you're feeling good and when you're not, maybe. And it's not like if you have like a little training diary of what runs you did, etc. You maybe start to figure out what happens when you have a good day and a bad day. It's just food for thought. Like nothing, no pressure there. I think some people like it. If you don't do it. It's fine. And what Kate's talked tonight. It's a 6 o'clock Facebook Live, Guildford Facebook group. See what Kate has to tell you tonight, and I'll probably quiz you on it tomorrow. And apart from that, I want you all to have a great day. And everyone at Guildford City wants to thank you again for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow.